Once upon a time. So today is story time. Yeah. Once upon a time, there lived a man who lived all his entire life in a box. He always sought safety. He always feared the uncertainty. He always sought certainty. He always asked answers. Yeah, for everything. So lived all his life in a box. He was always afraid of breaking the rules, bashing into the walls, because he always feared the uncertainty. And one day, that man was on his deathbed and regretting all his entire life. Why he never got along, why he never traveled to a new city, why he never proposed to that girl, maybe. Why he never took the chance when he had no. And when he died, his life was nothing but regrets. He was left with nothing in life, no accomplishments, but just regrets in having lived a mediocre life. Yeah? So his death birthed a new man. A new man. And that man is me. That's a short story about my life. My early years, I was always in a box. I kind of lived in a box, afraid of the uncertainty, afraid of bashing into the walls, and because I was like, what if it doesn't work out? What if this happens? What if this, that, all that happens? I always wanted all the answers before I, took on anything. And when I stopped doing that, that's when I actually started to live. Life before that, I was just kind of existing, kinda. But when I decided to face life heads on, yeah, they say an eye for an eye, something like that. So that's literally what happened to me. Ever since then, I risk it all. I'm either all in or not in. Like I'm either doing something 100% or I'm not doing anything. So if I'm not all in, I'm not doing that thing. And I love this kind of a life. It's challenging, but it's rewarding. The best views are at the top of the mountain, up there. Maybe this is the top of the mountain. These views, otherwise no one would come this side. So isolated from the general population. But here we are, all alone to this beautiful place. I'm all alone to this beautiful place. The breeze, like, it's so rewarding, guys. It's so rewarding. Sounds of the waves of Lake Victoria, green all around. Now it's crazy how animals don't feel like the wilderness, and human beings, however civilized we are, we kind of tend to fear the wilderness. We fear the wild. We fear the uncertainty. But that's where growth is. That's where growth is. The uncertainty. Yeah? Otherwise, I'm having a good time. I'm still here for some good time. For a while. Then I'll be off here. I thought today would be story time. And that's the just all of my life. Yeah? So till then, peace and love. Go take that step. When it's scary to jump, that's when you jump. I'm not saying you should jump into the lake. If you don't know how to swim, don't jump into the lake. Otherwise, you will learn how to swim forcefully to save your life. See you then, guys. Peace and love once again. Story of my life. Oh mama, I was still trying to make it right. City did that. I know Jah won't fail with me no matter that time. You all know that song by Jamil. Is he called Jamil? Jamil, something like that. Story of My Life. But he's a Jamaican artist. See you then, guys. Enjoy the views. Next time.